My name's Heather O'Day. I am the music director here at the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. I want to say thank you so much for attending today. It is so good to have you. Let's stand and sing, and let's do our opening song here, One Big Family. There we go. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We got one, we are love, one big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We got one, we are love, one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Good morning. Happy Halloween. God, you all look so great. God, this is amazing. Wow. How much fun. Boy. So, good morning. My name is Kathy. And on behalf of Reverend Donna and the Board of Trustees, I'm privileged to welcome to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are, and wherever you are in the spiritual path, you are truly welcome here. Here you will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you are meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. And we express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. You'll find our declaration of principles at the back of your program. Please join me now in reading them. I believe there is an intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me, and I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete, and so it is. So if this is your first time here, we especially welcome you and thank you for your interest and curiosity. So who's here again for the first time? Again for the first time. Jackie and Dan. Oh, so good to see you back. Really good. So I would like to thank everybody who's assisting here, and so many of you are. So many of you are. Reverend Donna and John. And, oh gosh, so many. John, Gray. Yeah. And I'm not great with names, but there are a lot of you. Yeah, there are a lot of people here working here, and so We're just lucky to have y'all. We really are. So thank you so much. So, and we'd also like to thank those who are assisting to make our morning possible. The names of the helpers. Will you raise your hands? Susan. Rosie. Yeah, we have a lot of great people here. So please direct your attention to the announcements in your bulletin. And if you're watching online, please visit us, cslaz.org, for your announcement and events calendar. Thank you.
The God in you, it is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for our greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Good morning. So before the festivities begin, and honoring All Hallows Eve, let's take a breath. So we know that this is a holiday that is all fun, that the weather is cooperating, that all the little trick-or-treaters will be out, will be safe, and will come home to make their parents crazy with candy and chocolate. So for each one of you here, I know, including me, that we are all part of the divine. We are all blessed children of the One. That we all have so much to offer this world because of our love, because of our beauty, because we are truly lovely additions to this planet. So we hold this day and all days to be dear to us as we move on our journey on this planet. So I thank you all for being here. I know that the words of our wonderful, beloved practitioners will inspire you and make this day sweet and wonderful and enrich your lives in ways you may not understand. So I release these words now into a law that I know to be perfect, as we say together, and so it is. So, I want you to know that this is no joke. That if you are naughty, I have a giant cauldron. It's stone soup right now, but it's going to be human soup. And if you're naughty today, that's what's going in my soup. So you have a great day and enjoy. It's amazing to me how hair has grown in the past week. It's a miracle. Oh, on your chin. Well, that too. Have a great day, everyone. Please come, even though this is lots of fun. If you have anything weighing on your heart about yourself, friends, family, anything at all, there's no such thing as anything too small or anything too big that we all can't handle. So come and see me after the service. Thank you. Oh, the candle. Oh, no. I light this candle now as it represents the light in all of us that we take out into the world. And it's going to erase my evilness. So have a great day, everyone.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be a-lovin' there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair.
Good morning. Good morning. Peace out. So today, the practitioners, we are talking about the mind and how its influence on how life gets to be the way it is for each and every one of us. I am speaking on how important it is to recognize how your thoughts influence how your life gets to be the way it is. And I'm going to start with an old Japanese tale as seen in the book Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman. A belligerent samurai once challenged a Zen master to explain the concept of heaven and hell. But the monk replied with scorn, "You are nothing but a lout. I can't waste my time with the likes of you." His very honor attacked, the samurai flew into a rage and pulled his sword from his scabbard and yelled, "I could kill you for your impertinence." "That," the monk calmly replied, "is hell." Startled at seeing the truth in what the master pointed out about the fury that had him in its grip, the samurai calmed down. He put his sword away, bowed, thanking the monk for the insight. "And that," said the monk, "is heaven." It is true that as we evolve from childhood to adulthood, we are taught to control our emotions, but we are not aware of what is causing those emotions. And oftentimes they're not addressed. We're just told what to do as kids. The sudden awakening of the samurai to his own agitated state illustrates the crucial difference between being caught up in a feeling and becoming aware that you are being swept away by it. It might seem at first glance that our feelings are obvious. More thoughtful reflection reminds us of times we have all been too oblivious to what we really felt about something, or we awoke to those feelings a little too late in the game. Awareness of our thought process, or in a state of self-awareness, we observe and investigate our experiences and the emotions. Self-awareness is not an attention that gets carried away by emotions, overreacting and amplifying what is perceived. Rather, it is a neutral mode that maintains self-reflectiveness, even amidst turbulent emotions. The rage in the samurai and the gratitude in the samurai are both emotions that influence how life gets to be the way it is, how his life gets to be the way it is. According to Ernest Holmes, we know a great deal about the mind, but not what it is. Holmes writes, "By mind we mean consciousness. All we know about it is not what it is, but what it does. Mind is infinite. We can never encompass it." Consciousness is that part of the self that makes human beings unique. The search for a way to understand consciousness and the way it works is a search for who we are. When we ask what mind is, we begin to see that it is a concept so complex it is impossible to understand or pin down an exact definition. At first, the definition of the mind seems obvious. Daily, we talk about making up our minds or losing our minds. Sometimes we say someone doesn't know his own mind, or speak about an act that was mindless. Holmes says mind creates what it thinks. This is the law. We call it the law of cause and effect. When the law of cause and effect is used consciously, the individual maintains control of the body, happiness, circumstances, and environment by the degree of feeling and faith behind the thought. And that's really important, behind the degree of feeling and faith behind the thought. So you can see how the mind influences our life and how our life gets to be the way it is, whether we are consciously thinking or unconsciously thinking. Namaste. So Melinda will be speaking next about what happens once we begin to know ourselves and understand how our minds works, and about how we may be open to another aspect of our mind, intuition.
My message today is focused on becoming more aware of the voice of God and its subtle and influential role in our daily life, otherwise called intuition. In the part of the Science of Mind book titled, "Why are you guys all looking at me so funny?" In the part of the Science of Mind book titled Man's Relationship, Ernest Holmes states, "The spirit of man seems to have an external and an internal perception. Its external perception is by appearance, its internal perception by intuition. Plotinus, a major Greek philosopher, tells us there are 3 ways by which we gather knowledge: through science, through opinion, and through intuition. These channels represent spiritual capacities, since each is an avenue leading to self-knowingness, and self-knowingness is the very essence of spirit. Science is inducing its own laws. Opinion is our personal estimate of reality. Intuition is spirit knowing itself." According to Penny Pierce, the author of our perception book that we've been studying in our online class, intuition is immediate knowing of what is real and appropriate in any situation without need for proof. perception that occurs when body, emotions, mind, and spirit are active and integrated while focused in the present moment. A state of perceptual aliveness in which one feels intimately connected to all things and experiences the cooperative nature of life. And she's convinced that we are now moving away from the information age and into the intuition age, where perception accelerates and intuition and ultra-sensitivity take precedence over logic, over willpower, and we're moving into the time on earth when soul awareness saturates the mind, transforming the nature of reality. So we're in big time of change. I think we all know that, and we can all feel that. Francis Vaughan writes that in Eastern and Western spiritual traditions, intuitive knowledge is recognized as the highest form of truth. And intuition is known to everyone by experience. It's a way of truly knowing. When we know something intuitively, it invariably has the ring of truth. Yet often we do not know how we know what we know. Some of you know that my husband Peter is a scientist, and his training and thinking has mostly been scientific, technical, logical. So you can imagine the conversation in our house when I bring up something that I know. The first question he has of me is, where's the data? What study is that from? What scientist drew that conclusion? Of course, I have no data. So in the beginning of our relationship, he would listen, yet be somewhat dismissive when I had no data to back up my current claim of knowing. Now, through time and experience, he's much more open to my intuitive thoughts, as he has seen the results. Like when I had a recent idea to sell our vacant land in Green Valley. Logically, he wanted to sell it at a loss years ago because he was tired of paying the taxes, but the value had dropped way below the purchase price. I said no. Then one day, out of the blue, I said, okay, it's time to sell our lot for the same amount we purchased it for. This didn't exactly make sense, as the value was still down. Yet, unknown to us at the time, there was a couple from out of state that had been driving around our neighborhood for the perfect building lot. When the little sale sign went up right before they were returning to their out-of-state home, they saw it and immediately paid cash for full asking price. Now that experience has no logic at all. Yet being able to listen to intuition and being in the flow of consciousness, it turned out very well. I must admit most of my vivid successes of following my intuition have been around real estate transactions where the results are obvious, and this is how I won over Peter's judgment. However, throughout the day, I have intuitive prods that guide me to action that are not on my to-do list. Listening always leads me to greater success than simply following a logical plan. Dr. William Curtis, a well-known minister of religious science, says, the reason many people do not listen to the voice is because they do not hear it or recognize it. Their concept of God is that of a being separate from them. Therefore, they are not expecting an inner voice, and they are not receptive to it. Besides, the voice of intuition can appear to be contrary to reason, and therefore is disregarded. I invite you to use your own intuition. Listen to that still, small voice from within. Each one of us has the capacity to connect with God consciousness in this manner. At times, you may actually hear a voice. Or perhaps it comes to you as a new thought. Pay attention to this perception. There's a wealth of free knowledge in the messages of intuition. The movement of intuition is a great coordinated force. It's really the wisdom of the collective consciousness, which is you and everyone else at your highest level of identity. I want you to know God is within you, and you are within God. And as you and I become more receptive, we allow ourselves to be divinely guided into right thinking and right action. Listen to that still, small voice. Every good, generous thought we think, every wise action we take, and form we materialize in a skillful, beautiful, conscious way adds to the momentum of easing the path for others. When you watch, you can witness the effects of your anonymous thoughts and actions on the lives of others, and your own evolution too. I invite each one of us to honor our beloved community with our good, generous thoughts and actions. Namaste.
Good morning. This is what I really look like. All the other days, that's when I'm in costume. My name is John Lopez, and it's my pleasure to be up here on Practitioner Sunday. And my talk is supposed to be a review of what Melinda and Louise talked about. But when I started writing this, it sort of went off on its own tangent. So that's what I'm going to read. We say in our teaching, change your thinking, change your life. Well, that could be easier said than done. However, especially if you're used to thinking unconsciously or are predisposed to thinking negatively, coming from fear or worry. I know none of us here do that. We were joking in our online class last week about how if there's a worry gene, many of us seem to have inherited it. I know I did. So to change your thoughts in order to change your life, first, you need to become aware of and know what your thoughts are to begin with, or what they tend to be, right? To do this, you gotta step back and notice what they are immediately after you think them, or at least as close after you think them as possible. Well, this takes mindfulness, attention, and practice. Learn to catch yourself. Are your thoughts positive, constructive, or negative and destructive? How do certain thoughts make you feel? Do you believe your beliefs? You almost need to become a third-person observer and overseer, a vigilant watcher of your consciousness. Once you become conscious of the thoughts you have, look for and notice the ones you can change to change your life. Focus on those. If they're negative, practice going immediately to their polar opposites. From I'm not enough to I'm more than enough because I'm a perfect expression of spirit. From I'm sick to I'm healthy, whole, and complete. From I never have enough money to God always supports its expression and my needs are always met. From I have no idea how to do this to God always shows me what to do, how to do it, and when, in ways I can clearly see, know, understand, and easily take action on for perfect outcome. You can come see me later for that whole phrase if you want to write it down. Another thing I do when I notice and catch myself in negative monkey mind mode is to interrupt it, nip it in the bud, command it to stop, and firmly say, "Don't go there." I affirm to myself, this thought, or series of thoughts, does not belong to me and has no place in me or power over me. It is not the truth, and I permanently and completely release it from my mind and my experience. I state and affirm the positive polar opposite and focus on the feelings that come up of joy, happiness, peace, well-being, and harmony. Now this might take a little practice. Of course, the more you practice, the more second nature it becomes. So we have a homework assignment for you today. At the front, there's a sheet which is blank on one side and has wording on the other side. So what we want you to do this week, take a sheet, take it home, and circle the words that you most resonate with, some of which are vitality, energy, strength, relaxation, education, training, serenity, joy, exercise, self-esteem, beauty, receptivity, freedom, centering, purpose, faith, awareness, insight, sex, flexibility. So yeah. Then on the other side, write 10 things that you want to be, do, or have. And then complete the statement at the bottom that says what I really want in my life right now is blankety, 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 blank. All right? So that's your assignment. Be mindful during this week's activities. Observe your actions, responses, and reactions to what comes up for you. Notice your thoughts. Focus on the ones that you can change to change your life. Thank you. Namaste.
know what my favorite cup says. Hocus pocus, I need coffee to focus. This is where all your noisemakers are going to come in. Our wonderful, this incredible, incredible chant. It's, behold, there's magic all around us. This is something that was written specifically for the pagan celebration of Samhain, which is today. So, if you'd like to stand, if you want to drum, if you missed out on a noisemaker, you own 2 of them, and they're right here. Yeah. So, it takes 2 to tango. You said it. 2 to make them. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. I am the air around you. I am the breath of life within you. I am the wind blowing through you. I am all that I am. I am the fire around you. I am the spark of life within you. I am the flame burning through you. I am all that I am. Let's go again. I am the water around you. I am the pulse of life within you. I am the ocean flowing through you. I am all that I am. Earth. I am the earth all around you. I am the heartbeat within you. I am the ground beneath you. I am all that I am. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Last verse. I am the spirit within you. I am divinity within you. I am the light shining through you. I am all that I am. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Woo-hoo! Woo!
It's time for our offering. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Yahoo. And thank you, practitioners. The message was clear. We need to use our imaginations and our intuition and watch our thoughts. thoughts become things. Had you heard that before somewhere? Okay, it's time for our offering. And I would ask that you join me in our offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. If you don't give a lot today, you're going to wind up in my cauldron. So get those purses out.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. The spooky, the spooky, the spooky day.
The spooky, the spooky, the spooky day.
Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My whole, my whole, my whole health. My whole, my whole, my whole health.
So thank you very much for your generosity. For we all know that it is our generosity that has made this, that makes this possible for us to share our love every week. And so thank you very much. So now, in closing, once again I say thank you very much for all you beautiful souls, for all your love, all the affection that you show us, that we show each other, for the gift of this place, for the gift of Reverend Donna, who happily sat in the sidelines today. So we send you off with a message of mindfulness. To take a sheet from the back, fill it out, and know that intuition will guide you, that our thoughts truly become things. We know that this week we will be mindful of that white sheet that will guide us. And so on your journey today, whether it's trick-or-treating or just celebrating the day, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of us. I release these words now as we say together, and so it is. What do we do now? Oh, now we get in a big circle.
Yeah.
And we sing.
So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. So let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there